Many Chinese professionals grow up with one strong belief about meetings. Important discussions should be settled before the meeting starts. And once I was briefing my boss before a meeting. He flipped through the documents and asked, "Have you aligned all these key points with all parties? Do they all agree?" I said yes. He nodded and visibly relieved. That makes sense to me at the time. But before that, I had found myself in a very different situation. In one meeting, a presenter showed a set of data and analysis. The data actually was about my department, and the conclusion reflected very negatively on us. I politely raised my hand and asked a simple question. "Can you clarify the source of the data? It looks different from the data that we have." The presenter gave a vague answer, and after the meeting, she messaged me privately and said, "Even if the data was wrong, you shouldn't have questioned it during the meeting." There was a top manager present. I was confused. I wasn't trying to challenge anyone personally. I thought meetings were exactly the place to clarify issues openly. When I worked in multinational teams, I experienced very different meeting culture. For complex cross-functional problems, each department came prepared, not with agreement, but with their own constraints and perspectives. In the meeting, people openly explained what they could support, what they couldn't, and why. Some ideas were ruled out immediately, others were marked as worth exploring further. The problem wasn't always solved in one meeting, but everyone left with the same information, clear boundaries, and a clearer direction forward. I realized the real difference isn't about efficiency, it's about what a meeting is for. In many Chinese contexts, a meeting is often a place to confirm consensus. Uncertainty is managed beforehand. In many international teams, however, a meeting is a space to surface disagreement. Different views are not seen as personal challenges, but as contribution to problem solving. So, when pre-meeting alignment is taken into the environment, it can sometimes feel exclusive, political, or lacking transparency. Not because anyone had bad intentions, but because the underlying assumptions are different. If you've ever felt misunderstood in meetings like this, it might help to ask one question. In this culture, is the meeting meant to confirm decisions or to create them? That shift in perspective often explains more than we expect.